Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to my channel, Captain Swapan Mishra. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that our viewership will be increased. Today, I had made a video on Ahmedabad Dreamliner crash, Air India flight crash. There are around 220 bodies have been identified by DNA, and around 202 bodies have been handed over to the next of kin for the necessary these things. And Tata, the LIC, and all the insurance companies and government, they have started disbursing the compensation allowances. Started after due identification and process. Now, this present state is that there are around 4 domestic routes and 4 international routes of these Dreamliner aircrafts, Boeing aircrafts, have been cancelled, and aircrafts are grounded. There are 35 Dreamliners operating in Air India. Out of that, one is gone. Now it is 34. Now, as per the directive of the government, they are grounding some aircrafts and totally going a thorough technical overall and inspection and all. In fact, last year, it is today's paper I was just reading. Last year also some engineers, after checking and all, they have made one of the aircraft unsafe for flight. Some cabin crews they included there. Then they are pressurized by the management to change and make it safe. But there are some problems there. But somehow that flight didn't occur any disturbance and all. Absolutely. But they had sent a report to the aviation ministry, DGCA, but no action was taken. It was 8 months back, I think. It is today's paper I was reading. No action was taken. Now, after this Ahmedabad crash, now their association, cabin crew association, they are taking up the matter. By the way, these 2 crews were sacked because they didn't want to change their stance. That's why these 2 crews were sacked from the company by the management, taking a different point of view from the management. These things. Then now their association is taking up. They are written a letter to the Prime Minister. And not only Air India has grounded, even these Boeing Dreamliners, they are being operated by British Airways also. They have also grounded. Lufthansa, there is also a big company, aviation company. They are also grounded the Dreamliner aircrafts, and there will be a thorough again this thing. There is some problem in that. Let me say, I'll just give you a brief that about the things. I just collected some data from somewhere about the this air crashes, air accidents involving Air India in the past. Okay. Now let's start from 78. Before that, I don't know. 78. Air India flight 855 plunged into sea after takeoff from Mumbai. 1978. It was plunged in the sea after takeoff. 13 people died. Okay. Then 1988, and that time Air India and Indian Airlines both are separate. 1988, an Indian Airlines flight crashed at Ahmedabad airport, same, killing 130. Airport itself, tugged. 1990, Indian Airlines flight 605 crashed while landing at Bangalore airport. 93 dead. Next, 1991. Same, everything is, there is no problem with the S12 Kingfisher or Indigo or Jet Air, something like that. But why this thing, Air India, this thing? Of course, now Tata has taken over. But previously it was with the government. Most likely Congress government, another Congress government. You see the sequence of these things. We have covered the 1991. The Indian Airlines Boeing 737-2A8 crashes during descent in Impal. Imphal Airport, when they are prepared to land and landing, that is the time that crashed, killing 69. 2000, 1993, Indian Airlines Flight 491 hit a truck on the runway at Aurangabad, killing 55. Runway that time it was so careless. Of course, that is a mistake of the ATC actually. The ATC, when the flight is landing or taking up, how can you put a truck over there at the runway? Ahmedabad, Aurangabad, Maharashtra, 55 killed. 2000, LNCR flight crashed in a residential estate in Patna, killing 55. Same like now Ahmedabad, that it crashed in a medical hostel. Same in the residential area that crashed. 2010, Air India Express flight overshot runway at Mangalore Airport, killing 158. It is recently, 2010. These things, there is a Mangalore, I think I made a video on that. Mangalore airport is a tabletop airport. Means if there is short runway, in case you overshoot by around 10 to 15 minutes, the state of plummet. So 2010 was that was the things. There are 158 people killed because there is no scope. You have to have a very expert pilot on that. Just example like that. Then 2020, Indian Air India Express flight overshot runway at Kozhikode. Again, overshooting runways. Probably I don't know why this such experienced pilots they don't understand, and the ATC also not being able to guide them properly. There are also 18 killed. This is the record from 1978 onwards. 8 onwards. These are concerning Air India. Now I'll just before I conclude this video, I'll join one more thing here. This thing that F-35, bomber, that American jewel, these things, which is being given only to British, and these things, naval version is being used by British, and Israel is having B-35. And some of the F-35 were, it was presumed to be stored in Pakistan, but it was destroyed in our Indian airstrike. Presumed, not sure. There was huge this thing that that cannot be detected because of stellar this thing, that paint and all that reflect all the radar waves, radioactive waves, everything. That was a huge marketing thing. But one British carrier is operating in the Southeast Asian seas, China seas, Prince of Wales, HMS Prince of Wales. They are having the American F-35 bombers, naval version. That while a routine flight, that developed a technical side. First, it was reported that he tried to, they tried to control it there, but they again ran short of fuel. Somebody told that. That again, that asked for flight landing clearance, emergency landing clearance from Tirupatipuram Airport, Kerala. They landed there, and it is stuck for 6 days there. Of course, CISF they are guarding that these things, but it was caught in the radar of in our radar. Atmanirbhar radar. It was developed by our own DRDO. It was caught. That cross section was caught. It is there for 6 days. It is unable to fly. Now it has been decided that their engineers come and they try to repair it, but there is some hydraulic or battery problem. So it cannot fly now. So it is being proposed that that will be taken in a transport aircraft back to USA or other thing for the repair work and all. And transport aircraft, you have seen that C-170 Globemaster and all that can carry, very easily carry around 10 this thing F-16 Rafales in that. They are having 4 engines, by the way, 4 engines. So immediately they are one of the safest aircraft and all. Now I will conclude this video here. Then I will come up with my next video, a bit of geopolitics, everything and all. Here, okay. Vande Mataram. जय हिंद, भारत माता की जय.